In the second step, you have to practice awareness about your thoughts. Your mind is nothing but a constant traffic of thoughts day in and day out. It is always a rush hour. And the consequence of this constant traffic of thoughts is there is a state of madness and misery always prevailing in your life. And here I would like to tell you that watching your thought without being judgmental is a very powerful device of meditation. You have to be an observer of your thoughts without any judgment, without any evaluation, without any condemnation or appreciation. You have to be just a pure observer only. With the sincere practice of observation of your thoughts just for 10 minutes every day, you will pass through two most significant experiences. One, you will come to experience that you are entirely separate from your thoughts. You will find that thoughts are just like guests. They are coming from outside and going, coming from outside and going. You will see them just like the clouds passing through in the skies. For the first time, you will experience that they are quite separate from you. And it is this experience that will lead to a great change in your life. You will stop identifying yourself with the thoughts. As on today, everybody is identified with his own thoughts, thinking that all the thoughts are our own thoughts. We forget to understand that the thoughts are from outside. No thought is from within ourselves. Every thought is coming from the outside. Hence, the tendency of identifying with the thoughts will start dropping down forever. And this will be a big spiritual achievement on your part. Secondly, you will come to experience the truth that thoughts are not joined with each other. At the moment, you feel as if there is a chain of thoughts and all the thoughts are linked with each other as if they are riding over the other. But the simple practice of observation of thoughts will take you to the experience that there are slight gaps between one thought and the other thought. In due course of time, you will experience that the interval between two thoughts is becoming your own experience. And with little practice, you will find that the interval between the thoughts has started increasing. During this interval between thoughts, you will get glimpses of being in a state of no mind, and that experience is very valuable because it will give you the experience of the soul. In those moments of being in a state of no mind, you will find that you get established in your consciousness, or you get established in your soul, and the blissfulness of those moments is inexplicable. I am telling you on the basis of my own experience that if you continue to practice it, the interval will start becoming larger and larger, and the glimpses of no mind will be the greatest treasure which you will be experiencing during the course of this whole practice. And this experience of the state of no mind will start bringing about a great transformation within you. As you become more and more accustomed to observation of thoughts, a strange phenomena will start happening. The traffic of thoughts will start getting lesser and lesser, and along with that, the witnessing self and its power will start growing stronger. For example, if the awareness of the observer has grown by 10%, then 10% energy has moved from the mind process to the observer. Time may come in due course that in 90% traffic of thoughts has gone down, then the observer, the witnessing self, will get 90% more energy of awareness. The awareness of the witnessing self will grow by 90%. And the final moment may come when the 100% traffic of thoughts is gone. Now the observer will experience the state of no mind. And now the energy of the witnessing self will fall on itself, because there are no objects, no thoughts. Hence, the total energy will be available to the witnessing self. Now, the witnessing self will be witnessing itself. Now, the knower will be knowing himself. Now, the observer will be observing himself. And that is why in this state, Krishnamurti had to give the powerful expression, the observer becomes the observed. The seer becomes the seen. Now the seer is seeing the seer himself. The ultimate state of bliss has happened, and that is the state of enlightenment.